Hello happy souls, welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte with Happy Twins 1111. How you're doing, guys? I hope everyone's good. Sending you all lots of love, lots of healing and lots of light through these crazy times. I know we're all feeling it, so I hope you're good, I hope you're safe and I hope you're well. Right, I've got reading for you today, and I really felt guided to do a reading to just bring forward the messages that are right for each pile. I don't know what's going to come through. We're asking, what does Spirit really want you to know about your connection to your person? This could be any kind of relationship, you know, someone that you know, someone that you're in a relationship with or have been. It could be a twin flame or a soulmate. I don't know what's going to come through, but I felt really guided to do the pick of piles this way today. So we have got, I know I've got my nails done. My daughter did them for me. Obviously can't go to the salon, so you've had to see them all crusty. I'm really sorry, but they're good now. Right, we've got the Unicorn Tarot with Amethyst. Sorry, this is the Crystal Unicorn Tarot with Amethyst. The lovely Omens Tarot with Obsidian. The Starchild Tarot with Selenite. And the Luminous Tarot with Hexagon Quartz. So I'm going to move piles 3, 4 and 2 out of the way, and we're going to crack on with pile 1. So let's do this. What does Spirit want you to know about your connection? We're going to get a ton of oracle cards out as well. And whilst I'm shuffling, just so you know that my webinars are now sold out, but you can still nab a place on one of my classes. We've just got a few spaces left on Mediumship for Beginners, How to Connect with Your Spirit Guides, which is a beautiful class. It's such a healing experience, and there's only 10 people in that class, so it's a really nice small group to work with and to get to know one another. A very healing experience. We're also doing How to Read Tarot and Oracle cards for beginners and for intermediates, if you already know a bit about them. So that again is a class of 10. It's a really lovely small group, 5-week course. And we will be doing twin flame energy healing. So if you're in a twin flame connection and you'd like to understand how the connection actually works energetically and how you can heal it and yourself, then that will also be worth checking out for you. You can find them on my website at happysouls1111.com. Right, let's do this. What does Spirit want you to know about your connection to this person? Got the Hierophant, the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the 6 of Cups, the Chariot, Page of Cups in reverse. Let's get some oracle cards. These are the soulmate cards. We've got a new love is coming your way. And from the Romance oracle cards, you may not always understand why certain things happen. So I'm going to get one more of these. Beware of what you are projecting. We'll read those in more detail as we go. From the Celebration of Love deck, this was a gift from my lovely friend Linda. We have got... Oh, sorry, that's not actually a card in the deck. It's like a... That's belief and awaken. From the Vessel Oracle, we have got birth, spirit, and begin. From the Wild Offering Oracle, I told you we were going to get loads out. all just for you, whatever Spirit needs you to know. We've got self-sufficiency and despair. From the Work Your Light Oracle. If you're interested in what decks I'm using, I do list them all in the description box below. Deep Replenishment and Trust the Niggle. And we're going to get one card from the Prophet Oracle cards deck. Now this is, I don't know if you guys have read The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, but it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. It was given to me when I was a kid to read by my dad. And one of my students, Sabelli, not knowing how much I adored Khalil Gibran, very kindly and lovingly sent me this deck. So delighted to receive it. I've had it a while, but I've not used it in my readings for a while. But I'm going to read this card straight from the book for you last. But we're going to choose it now. Love. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love this deck so much. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know, part one, about your connection to this person? I mean, the first thing that stands out is this is definitely a twin flame or very high level soulmate connection. This connection you're experiencing is for sure about learning. It's about learning about love. It's about learning about yourself. It's about reconnecting your soul to source and to spirit. And yet it feels like even though you have this awareness, you know that you know what kind of connection you're experiencing, you're still very firmly rooted in your 3D reality, and you're just beginning on your spiritual journey. You're still seeking the romantic aspects of this connection, which isn't wrong and is beautiful, and it's part of the journey. But your focus is very much on union and romance and coming together. And yet it feels like that is so elusive with this 5 of Wands here, and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse clarifying it. It just feels like you go round and round in circles, mind games, hot and cold behaviours, round and round in circles with this person, and that happily ever after just eludes you. But you've got the Hierophant here, clarified by the 4 of Wands, which is that twin flame card to me because of the 1111 with those wands there. But the Hierophant is also about high learning and having the key to higher wisdom, and 5 is a transformative number, and so you're in this transformative stage, but transformation requires your active engagement. You've got to be aware and conscious of what's happening so that you can absorb the lessons that are being presented for your high learning. And I feel like you are engaged with some spiritual understanding, but you're not really committing. And you're not recognizing that this journey isn't about love with this person, it's about love. And that starts with love for yourself, and it's about love for all that is. It's about understanding that there is only love and fear. You're being asked to step into your light. This person, you've shared many past lives with them. You can have faith that it's going to work out, but you do have to work at that. You do have to be actively engaged in this process. It is a journey of ascension, a journey of awakening. That's what we've got here with this Archangel Gabriel card, Messenger of God, and perhaps Archangel Gabriel means something to you specifically. I know the archangels seem quite prolific in waking people up. It's interesting, it's come out that way in that deck. A lot of people connect with the angelic realms. So you have to engage with that. You've got to reconnect with your soul's wisdom and your connection to the light through your soul's wisdom. You're a very old soul to be on this journey, and you're really ready to bloom. And Spirit is asking you to recognize that all of that, this pain that you're experiencing now is an essential part of your growth. But you do need to learn to slow down and be still long enough to recognize where that pain is coming from so that you can move through it, with conscious awareness. And you can trust that this person is always going to come back round. We've got the Knight of Cups here, clarified by the Chariot. This is a divinely guided, pardon me. This is a divinely guided connection. The universe is always conspiring to bring you back together. That magnetism exists between you. You can just relax and trust in that, because you've been in this energy of just being a martyr to this person. With the King of Cups in reverse, this is someone that, loves very deeply, but has no boundaries. That love overflows from them. Even when their own tank is running low, they give and they give and they give. You've got to pull back. You've got to learn how to fill your own cup. You've got to learn that you can truly embody love and have it overflowing from you in abundance, an infinite source of it, when you connect with spirit and allow yourself to awaken. And this card, Belief, which is represented with dolphins, which are just symbols of joy to me. They're so beautiful. And it says point between reality. It's that point between reality where you do connect with that true awakening, with spirit, with your light rebirth, and you can begin again. You're really being asked to just allow that light to shine through you, to make time to connect to it. You have to do some of this work. You can't just, you are blessed. You are divinely guided. You are blessed. Spirit is always on your side. They're not going to get frustrated with you for not keeping pace, but you're getting frustrated, and you don't need to be. You don't need to be finding this such a struggle. You just need to fully accept and believe in what Spirit is asking you to do here, which is to learn love. And to learn love, you need to unravel all of your despair, all of the pain that you've been holding on to. You need to face it. You've been so strong, and you don't need to keep being that strong. Real strength is in your compassionate heart. It's in your ability to face your pain, to run from it isn't real strength. We assume carrying it is strong, and it is in many respects. It shows incredible resilience. But you don't need to carry a weight that heavy. And this card, it says, I need your divine intercession right now, O great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. And that's really quite beautiful. I'm going to bring it up closer so you can screenshot that, because that's a beautiful prayer or affirmation. It really is. You have to learn how to release your pain and how to give yourself time to be peaceful and to be calm, so that you can really start to flow with this divine path, that you're out of alignment from, because you're wallowing in that despair and not allowing yourself time to receive this love and light and all of the truth and wisdom of this journey. It says a new love is coming your way. Yet in order for this to manifest, you must first release the past. Are you ready? All it takes is a conscious desire to do so. And I don't think this means a new relationship. This is a new way of being. When you allow love to flow through you, it feels just really joyous. You realize how easy and natural life is, and how to release despair and release pain. How to just be. You've got to release the past. You've got to release that pain to allow yourself to move forward. And look, it takes a conscious desire to do so. You may not understand why certain things happen, but there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So you can trust. You can trust this is going to be okay. Beware of what you are projecting. The qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So you have to remember that a twin flame is a mirror. They're a mirror. All of the things that are frustrating you about them at the moment, in particular, this back and forward, this feels like a relationship, pardon me, that never got off the ground. This person was never able to commit. It never got that far. There was always something, some obstacle in the way, some reason why it couldn't happen. And what you have to remember is that their behaviours and the way they're conducting themselves is a demonstration of how you feel about yourself inside. They are shining a mirror to all of your pain. They are divinely guided to do so, and vice versa. So you really need to start looking at how, you are projecting your own expectations, demands, and dysfunction, the parts of you that need healing. Because we've got self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency is about being your own best friend, loving yourself and accepting yourself and being your own best friend, so that, you don't need the love of anyone else. You still graciously and joyously receive it and invite it into your life because it's a wonderful gift, but you don't rely on it as sustenance, which is what creates that codependency within us. And this card says self-sufficiency. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source and I am willing to receive all the help, love and support that wants to come. And this is so true. This is what this journey teaches you. That, love exists within you. That light exists within you. It's always yours. You're always connected to it. And when you connect with spirit and your own divinity and you fully embody this journey, you're going to feel amazing. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. We've all got time to do this right now. The majority of us are locked up. And, this can be a really good time to, without all of those social whirlwinds, to really make time for yourself, to allow yourself this period of rest, to try and kickstart those meditation habits that you've been putting off. You just need to allow yourself to start making changes, because it feels like you've been stuck in this same cycle for such a long time, just so longing for union and just longing for this to work out and not seeing a way forward and feeling so hopeless. But you refuse to commit to yourself. You refuse to commit to self-care, to self-love, to self-development, to self-sufficiency, to self-fulfillment. You're so used to giving and giving and giving, and you're conditioned to give. That's part of your programming as a child, the people pleaser. But you have to break that cycle and start giving to yourself. Trust the niggle. This is a very powerful message about something that's been bothering you, and straight away for me it comes to as a friend. You've got to pay attention to who you're receiving advice from. Yeah, don't take advice from someone who, you wouldn't necessarily rely on in, those kind of circumstances. You've got to learn to trust yourself, and you need to trust this niggle. I feel straight away for me this comes up as either a team or a group of people or friends. It could be a family for some of you, but there's a niggle here. Your gut is telling you something and you need to pay attention to it. It could possibly be related to this person, but you need to trust that this person is going to be there, that this journey is going to be okay. When you settle into that faith and that belief, you're going to feel so much better when you wake up to that truth. You're going to feel so much better. Yes, it requires some investment on your part, but this person is your destiny. They're always going to be in your life. They're always going to be present to teach you, to help you learn and to help you grow. And this journey is a beautiful gift. It may not look how you want it to look right now. This is what it says here. You may not always understand why certain things happen, but there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. You just have to trust and keep moving forward and trust that it's going to be okay. And relax into it. And finally, love is sufficient unto love. And number 3 is the number of the Empress, the divine feminine. And this is probably my favourite passage in the whole of this book. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of writing. So love is sufficient unto love. Love gives naught but itself, and takes naught but from itself. Love possesses not, nor would it be possessed, for love is sufficient unto love. And when you love, you should not say, God is in my heart, but rather, I am in the heart of God. And think not you can just direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. So that is such a powerful message. Love gives naught but itself and takes naught but from itself. It's self-fulfilling. It flows through you in abundance. It's always there. It doesn't possess, nor would it be. And love is sufficient unto love. That's my favourite part. You know, and that most importantly, you cannot direct the course. You just have to trust. You've been chosen in this life to fulfill this beautiful mission. You need to keep going. You're here to learn about love. What more beautiful subject is there? Truly. Oh, I really hope you're good, part one, and I hope that helped. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure as always. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Don't forget to check out my classes. I'm not doing personal readings at the moment, but most of my readings have got extended versions at the moment, and a lot of people have said that feels like a personal read, so that's really positive news. But I will do personal readings again at some point in the future. I'm just not sure when. My schedule is obviously higgledy-piggledy now the kids are at home. So I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already, so you can find out when I post more. Right, let's do this. Part 2, the lovely Omens Tarot. And we are looking at, what does Spirit want you to know about your connection to this person? What's the message for you, part 2? What does Spirit want you to know? This could be anything. I don't know what's going to come through. I felt really guided to do it like this today. Oh, some of these are back to front. There's no extended for this one because it's just a message, a short message. I think the last one was 15-20 minutes, so I'm going to aim for the same for all of them. Sorry, I've just realised I've shuffled these cards upside down. There we go. All good? Yes. Fabulous. So yeah, whatever Spirit needs and wants you to know about your connection to this person, this could be someone you've been in a relationship with already, someone you know already, a twin flame, a soulmate. Pardon me, I keep getting a frog in my throat. What does Spirit want you to know? 4 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Devil in reverse, the Sun in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, 5 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Wands, the High Priestess in reverse. Just get some oracle cards as well. This is a soulmates deck. If you're interested in what cards I'm using, I do list them in the video description box below. So we've got your spiritual awareness is growing. Surround yourself with nature. And from the Romance Oracle deck, Secret Admirer and Power. From the Celebration of Love deck, Gratitude and Highest Potential. from the Wild Offerings deck. Trust, travel, self-sufficiency, despair. They came out together. From the Vessel Oracle. Oh, I don't know what that was. Something just fell off my shelf. Birth, choice, change, and light. Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. The Initiation and Leap. I'm just going to check these are all in shot. Yes, they are. Oh, bit of a wobble. Okay, I'm going to choose you another card, which we're going to read from the book at the end, and this is the Prophet Oracle deck by Khalil Gibran. It's an absolute favourite of mine and was a gift from one of my beautiful students, Sibeli. Thank you, Sibeli. Number 12, to love life through labour is to be intimate with life's inmost secret work. Beautiful. So what does Spirit want you to know about your connection? This is quite similar in energy to pile 1, so if this resonates for you, you might want to watch that pile as well. But this one has a different undercurrent. It feels like there's a tremendous amount of anxiety here. A feeling of being persecuted. It's like a victim consciousness. It feels there's a lot of blame here, there's a lot of frustration. There's a feeling of being attacked, under attack. But there's also this anxiety and this kind of depression, this sadness that you just cannot let go of. You cling to it, and in part it's defined you for so long. It's such a huge part of who you are. There's many different layers and shades of mood that you can hold. But it's so exhausting for you. Feels like quite recently you've been really studying, and we've got the Hierophant here, which is number 5. This also came up for pile 1. This is a card of authority, wisdom, transformation, and higher learning. 5 is a transitional number. It's clarified by the Knight of Swords, which is all about forward movement, truth, and action. And it just feels like you're learning so much right now about what's happening to you spiritually. You're growing so much right now, but there's still this pain, there's these feelings of despair, this darkness within you that you're struggling to shake. There's a distinct lack of faith, but still with some perseverance. But with the Devil in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, this tells me that you're not investing in yourself yet. You're not investing in yourself. You're not seeing the power that you have in your hands to transform your life from one of darkness to one of light. The Ace of Wands in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse confirms to me that you're disconnected from your own divinity, from your own power, from your own inner light, from your own inner truth. You're really kind of lost and adrift and up in your own head, and you're studying, but you don't know how to embody this power. You don't know how to embody this light. There's a feeling of loneliness as well with this. You don't really know how, who to turn to, who to get advice or feedback from, who to bounce things off. There's a limited amount of support there for you. which if that is the case for you and that resonates, I do have a Facebook support group. You can find a link in the description box below where you can find other people that are on this journey. It'd be really helpful for you to connect with others that can support you that way. It's just such frustrated energy. Spirit just needs you to know that, you know, you have a choice right now. I'm really drawn to these cards. You know, your rebirth is the decision you make for yourself. You create that change and transformation. You know, it's a conscious decision to choose the light. You've also got power here. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And that goes for anything that doesn't serve you. But I think this person as well, I mean, this person watches you from afar, but they're giving you nothing. And I feel like, you know, you're really struggling to just move forward with your life in their absence. This whole connection has deepened your despair. You know, it's revealed new layers of pain on top of the pain you're already dealing with. I feel like you've had depressive episodes for most of your life. And this has just kind of sunk you that bit further. There's a deeper layer of despair that it's connected you to. But you are being asked to cross the threshold, you know, to embody the light, to recognize your own divinity, you know, because you're in pain because of this codependence. This devil energy is the opposite of unconditional love. The Lovers, number 6. Number 6 is the number of love, represents unconditional love, and the devil is number 15. It reduces to 6 and represents conditional love, unhealthy attachment, codependence. And with the 7 of Pentacles clarifying that, you know, you're not making progress. You've not begun. Again, we've got that Ace of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse. You haven't grasped that wand yet. You've not started moving forward into spirituality. You're kind of wallowing in this despair. But your spiritual awareness is growing, and so too is your sexuality. It says here, sensuality is heightened, and this has a magical effect on the one you love. A sacred union is reborn. Love is the present moment. So, you know, you've already noticed the deep astral or telepathic communication you have with your person. And, you know, sacral energy or sexual energy, it's often known as Tantra. It's very powerful manifesting energy. You know, you need to work with these energies that you're already feeling and that are coming into your zone of awareness. It says here as well, surround yourself with nature and you'll feel a greater sense of well-being. Nature's healing energy is sensual and magical. It will awaken the sensual magic within you. So a lot of messages about sensuality here. So there could be a lot of healing required as well around that area for you and your sacral chakra healing, you know, to do with sexuality, sensuality, and how you perceive yourself in that way. And I know it may be difficult for many of you if you're quarantined to be out in nature right now. But, you know, we can connect to the healing energy of nature from wherever we are, holding a stone or a crystal, a piece of wood, a plant or a flower, a feather, lighting a candle for fire, you know, looking at the moon from our window. Nature's always with us. You need to start being more mindful of the magic that courses through you and through this connection. You know, the daughter of eternity, angels of choice. You know, you're able to reach your highest potential now if you want to. This one is called gratitude. I think someone couldn't spell there, but you know, you have so much to be grateful for. You're strong, you're healthy. You've got a beautiful big heart. You're ready to take that leap. You know, we've got you go first. The universe will catch you. And the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, which is, you know, it's about coming out of the cave, coming out of the darkness. Look at this card. Coming out of the darkness onto this beautiful, peaceful beach with this lagoon, you know, into clarity, into love. Trust and travel. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. And trust and faith is such a key part of this journey. It's recognizing that you are always being moved in the right direction, even though it sometimes doesn't feel that way. And we've got travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. And of course, traveling, we travel through our inner worlds and our minds. The real journey is the journey within, which is what Spirit is drawing your attention to. But you're going to have to do some work here. These are very similar energies to pile 1, if this is resonating for you. But it does feel like this is as I said, there's more sadness here. There's more solitude. There's more despair, impatience, frustration. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source and I am willing to receive all the love, help and support that wants to come. And look, there's that cave. You know, you've got to, it's not about holding yourself up. It's about allowing yourself to just be free and loved as you are with just yourself. You know, from that point onwards, everything else is just a happy, delicious bonus. It's such a liberating feeling to recognize that you have everything you need within you. That's true self-sufficiency, you know, connecting with that light. But in love, you know, this one, to love life through labor is to be intimate with life's inmost secret. And this is going to require work. It's going to require an investment. You know, it's going to require you to get involved and to take some steps forward and to fully embrace this as being part of this journey. It's not just about your person, because it feels like they're very elusive. You know, the energy here is one of, you know, this person's not really in your life at all. They watch you from afar. You know, you don't know this person well. You don't have communication with this person, which is probably the most painful way to experience this connection, because there is so much unknown. It's this secret admirer card. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. You need to trust that they see you too. They think about you too. This person is your twin flame. You know, it's very unusual for them to be completely unaware of the intensity and depth of the connection that exists between you. Some divine masculines can be deeply unawakened, but even they notice something. You'll pop into their heads, or, you know, they'll notice something. It's impossible not to. You can trust in this connection. I know it feels really hard at this stage in your journey, but you can trust in this being a rite of passage and that things are going to come together. Spirit's always on your side. So I really hope that was helpful, part 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy that video, actually I'm going to read this one from the book for you first. And it is the number 12, which reduces to 3, which is also the number of the Empress, divine feminine energy. And what is it to work with love? It is to weave the cloth with threads drawn from your heart, even as if your beloved were to wear that cloth. It is to build a house with affection, even as if your beloved were to dwell in that house. It is to sow seeds with tenderness and reap the harvest with joy, even as if your beloved were to eat the fruit. It is to charge all things you fashion with a breath of your own spirit, and to know that all the blessed dead are standing about you and watching. So that's just beautiful. To sow the seeds with tenderness and reap the harvest with joy, even as if your beloved were to eat the fruit. So for me, that reminds us that, you know, it might be the love you have for another person that drives you to do all this work. It kind of is. You know, you end up doing it for someone who's not there. And then you get there and you realise that it was so worth it anyway. Whether they're there or not, once you come into union with yourself, you realise you have all you need. And you don't need to feel sad anymore. You know, you're on your way to something bigger. and better, but you do need to choose it for yourself. It is a choice, and you have to put in that effort and make that change. So I really hope that was helpful. If you did like the reading, hit the like button for me. It really helps my channel grow. And all the downvote, any engagement is good. If you didn't like it, you can hit that one. I don't mind. And if you want to see more, then please subscribe. Hit the bell button so you get notifications. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Okay. Pile 3. The Starchild Tarot, Miss Selenite. What does Spirit want you to know, Pile 3? Don't forget to check out my classes while I'm shuffling. We're doing mediumship for beginners, how to connect with your spirit guides, which is beautiful, very healing. It's a 5-week class and there's only 10 people in the group, so it's really tight-knit and lovely. You'll get to join my student community. I'm also doing tarot reading for beginners. I am doing twin flame energy healing if you are a twin flame and want to know how your connection to your person works and how you can heal it. I look forward to seeing you for that. You can find it at my website. It's happycells1111.com. Right. What does Spirit want you to know? 3 of Swords in reverse. The 6 of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. This card has come up for every pile in the top row so far. The King of Wands in reverse. The 8 of Swords. The Lovers. The 4 of Wands in reverse. The 6 of Wands. I'm going to get some oracle cards to you as well. You are a jewel, even though you may not see it, and a new love is coming your way. And from the Romance oracle cards, Secret Admirer and Time. From the Vessel oracle, Grief, Self-Care and Support. From the Celebration of Love deck, Grounded, Peace, Transformation, Wild Offering oracle, Health. 2 want to come out. We've got Confidence and Mistakes. And from Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light oracle, Break the Chain. Oh, we've got 2 out. I'll keep them both. Starseed and Play. And finally, I'm going to read this one from the book at the end. This is the Prophet Oracle set by Khalil Gibran. They're so beautiful, but I'll read this one straight from the book when we're finished. 13, Your Joy is Your Sorrow Unmasked. Okay, Pile 3, what does Spirit want you to know about your connection to this person? These are very, very intense energies. There's a lot going on for you, so I'm just trying to figure out where to begin. It feels like you've just come through a very, very, very painful period in your life. it was like all-consuming pain. It feels like betrayal, trauma, and there may have also been a death, someone that passed away close to you, a parent, or it's a period of intense grief. And this person has come into your life, you know, after this grief, and they've kind of lit something up within you. They've awakened you, they've lit up your world, they've invited you to play with life again. But they're not leaving their person. It feels like there's definitely a messy third-party situation here, that this person is not able to be with you. And yet you feel powerless to walk away from this situation, even though it's offering you nothing. These are very, very painful energies. Really painful energies. And it feels like, you know, after the breakdown of your own relationship, you know, you don't know how to, be anymore. It feels like, you know, you just feel different. You don't know how to be autonomous. It's not that you can't be independent or self-sufficient in your practical way of life, but it just doesn't feel right. Things feel out of balance to you. I feel like you have relied very heavily as well, perhaps on other unhealthy coping mechanisms such as alcohol, or really indulgent coping mechanisms. Spirit is asking you above all else to get more sleep. Sleep is key for you right now. You do need to rest more. You also receive a lot of prophetic messages and a lot of downloads and wisdom through your sleep time. So it's really important that you rest and stay grounded. Through all of this pain, and I feel like, you know, you're still kind of moving through it. You've never quite let it all go. And a lot of it, we've got this break the chain card here, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Even, you know, the breakdown of your own relationship and the relationship you have with your parents, and all of this grief and the losses, they're all part of your learning. How you've dealt with them, and I'm hearing for some of you as a parent also, or as someone that has close relationships with children, and, you know, an impact on their growth and upbringing, that, you know, your way of being is what's changing and rewriting these ancestral patterns. You know, the way we cope with loss and suffering and grief. But it does feel like it's been a lonely time for you without the support you've needed. You just need to trust it's going to be okay. I know you can't see the wood for the trees at the moment, but you are going to be okay. You just need to recognize, and this is a message that came through from the other piles, even though those piles are quite different, but it resonates, this particular message, is that your pain is an essential part of your growth. And it even says here, you know, your joy is your sorrow unmasked. Your ability to feel pain is in direct proportion to your ability to experience love. And you just need to trust that you're moving through the hardest part of that pain cycle that you've been in, and that you are going to be triumphant in love. You're going to be victorious. You're going to get everything you dreamed of and wanted. You've just got to trust through this process now. It says here, you are a jewel. Even though you may not see it, what you consider imperfect is an illusion. Even in darkness, you shine eternally bright. Confidence also came up for you, and mistakes. Remember, these came out together. They wanted to come out together. You know, you've got to be kinder to yourself. Even this one time, you're trying too hard. Give it time. You know, you've got to be kinder to yourself. You've got to recognize that healing is a process, and that you're doing so well with the hand of cards that you've been dealt. You are doing so well. You know, Spirit is so proud of you. Your loved ones in Spirit are so proud of you. And confidence, divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. A mistake says, allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so that he or she feels loved no matter what. You know, you really need to focus on that. You're beating yourself up, and what you're actually doing is repeating the voices of past, you know, from those other people that criticized you or bullied you for making mistakes. You've allowed all of that negativity to become wired and programmed in your own inner voice with this Eight of Swords, those self-limiting beliefs that keep us trapped, you know, and demean our confidence, demean our self-esteem and our self-worth. And, you know, your person, they are watching you. I know you think they're not, but they're never not with you. And it says here a new love is coming your way. And for some of you, this will literally be a new relationship potentially. But for a lot of you, it's just the new love that you feel inside of yourself. You know, the real love, the love that you connect with your light. And you've got to be grateful for your health. You know, this is what matters right now. Is that you're full of health and vitality, that the earth sustains us and everything we need. It gives us clean air to breathe. The light that literally lights up our world and warms us and helps us grow, helps what we eat grow. You know, water, we're made of water. And the earth beneath our feet, from which we all grow. And of course there's a message here to stay grounded in that. You know, divine partnership, energy of creation. This person you're connected to, you know, they are clearly a spiritual, deeply spiritual, transformative connection here that you're experiencing. You know, you need to stay grounded in that understanding and find peace. You know, trust that that transformation is coming, that you're moving out of that pain cycle. You don't have to stay here at all, and you do need to really look at these different coping mechanisms you have and to find healthier ones. You know, one of them is that came through for you was definitely sleeping. You know, you need lots and lots of rest. Don't beat yourself up for it. You're not lazy. It's how you recover and recuperate. And for you, you know, it's particularly important. You know, it's a deep spiritual full body recharge. So allow yourself to get plenty of sleep at this time. Your joy is your sorrow unmasked. I'm going to read this from the book. Number 13, which reduces to number 4, the number of balance, harmony and stability. And the self-same well from which your laughter rises was oftentimes filled with your tears. And how else can it be? The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Is not the cup that holds your wine the very cup that was burned in the potter's oven? And is not the lute that soothes your spirit the very wood that was hollowed with knives? When you are joyous, look deep into your heart, and you shall find it is only that which has given you sorrow that is giving you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. That's so beautiful. Look in your heart again, and you will see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. So you can't grieve for something that wasn't wonderful. You know, your grief proves that love exists. Our rejection, pain, fear, abandonment proves that our heart beats hard and true. So you've just got to allow it, you know, the pendulum to swing into the direction of joy, and trust that that momentum's gathering pace now. You're going to be okay. Balanced, stability and harmony will be restored, and you know, good health is yours. You can trust in the peace of this transformation. I really hope that was helpful, pile 3. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button or hit the down like button if you didn't like it. Any engagement is good and helps my channel to grow. And if you would like to see more and you haven't already, do hit the subscribe button. You can tap the little bell icon so that you get notifications from YouTube when I upload, so you don't miss anything. And I will see you next time. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And do check out my other videos. They're all arranged into playlists. I've been doing a lot of extended readings lately because I'm not doing personal readings at the moment. But you can get an extended reading from me, and a lot of people have said that's like a personal reading, which is really fabulous feedback. So I will see you very soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Okay, part 4. Luminous Tarot with Hexagon Quartz. Let's do this. What does Spirit want you to know about your connection? What does it want you to know? What does it want you to know about your connection to this person? 4 of Swords. 10 of Wands. 8 of Swords in reverse. The Moon. The Chariot. The Star in reverse. 2 of Cups. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords. And the 9 of Cups in reverse. Get some oracle cards for you as well. This is the soulmate deck. Got every loving thought is a seed of love. Surround yourself with nature. Power and sacred union. Vessel Oracle, change, birth, freedom, celebration of love Oracle, gift from my buddy Linda, thank you Linda, grace, perseverance, wisdom, wild offering Oracle, money, enjoyment, Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, The Great Gathering, Align Your Life. And finally, I'm going to get one card from the Prophet Oracle deck. I'm going to read this to you from the book at the very end. We have got 34. In your longing for your giant self lies your goodness. Beautiful. To check they're all in shot. Pretty much. That's better. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know, part 4? Spirit wants you to get out of your head. You're so up in your head. You're so fearful right now. You feel the burden of responsibility in this connection, and you just need to let it go to the divine and trust that it's going to be okay. Your freedom exists in acceptance. You're definitely being asked to surrender, and surrender specifically to the dark, ruminating, to just dwelling in your head on what ifs. This is anxiety and worry. It feels like this connection you're in, it's just you holding it together. You're taking all of the responsibility. You're keeping it going at the expense of your own wellness, at the expense of your own emotional well-being. You're giving too much to this person in the name of it being a spiritual connection, you're not seeing that unconditional love begins with yourself. And there's a message here that's not going to be relevant to all of you, but for some of you, you've got to be very mindful of who in the spiritual realm you're receiving guidance from. There's a need here to find a mentor or teacher that can help you practice discernment, because some of the messages you are bringing through have asked you to undertake or to receive guidance that hasn't felt right or comfortable for you, and you need to trust that niggle. You need to trust your own instinct first and foremost over anything Spirit says to you. That's a message for some of you. It won't be relevant to all. But yeah, it feels like you're expanding at a rapid pace on a spiritual level right now, and you're being driven rapidly forward on this journey. But your boundaries have been seriously lacking, particularly with money. You've been so graceful and dignified in the way you've transformed yourself and assisted this person in transforming themselves. You've really been so dedicated and so committed. But you need to be committed to yourself now. You need to recognize that there is so much more joy and freedom available to you than what you have now. If you think you feel good now, you need to trust you're going to feel amazing when you turn all of that enthusiasm for giving inwards. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. You know, a period of separation is what's going to allow you to be reborn, to readdress the balance. It's going to allow this person some time and space to regroup themselves. I really feel like you may be forced in separation anyway by this quarantine thing at the moment, but this really serves you. I do think, I mean, we've got this Sacred Union card as well. You know, this is definitely a very spiritual connection that you're going through. And, you know, you are definitely moving through it with tremendous grace. But I think it's time to release this person, to trust that you know, it's only going to grow into something more when you allow yourself to be brave enough to let go. There's a need to let go here and to connect with more people in your soul tribe, in the light army, to start aligning your soul path in a more powerful way, because you have quite a lot to give in terms of mission work as well. You've got an important mission to communicate wisdom. I feel like you've been on this journey for a really long time, and you just need prodding now because you're at the final hurdle, that there is still some self-loving to be done here. You're still not in balance with giving and receiving love. It needs to be brought into balance, to be brought into alignment. And there is abundance coming to you, you know, massive joy and abundance. Nothing you need or want will be ignored. You are literally, you know, these are very auspicious cards coming through for you. You're moving into a very sacred and prosperous part of your life. You know, this is where the road gets smooth and things start to come into being. All of these visions you've had and these ideas and inspirations about your future are actually starting to come into being. You just need to relax and allow them, and just allow yourself to release this person so that you can sit in these energies and be in these energies of receiving. You know, you've been giving so much. It's your turn to receive now. When you let this person go, you have to trust that they're going to come back to you. That's the hardest thing, is you think if you let them go, they may just run forever because you've been working so hard to keep them in your life. You know, you've been making all the effort, checking in, keeping the conversation going. When this person's offered nothing, and your primary fear was that if you didn't keep it going, it would just fizzle out. You just need to let it fizzle out now. You don't even have to make some dramatic exit. You know, you can just stop making that effort and to pull back your energy and to start to persevere and focus on your own wisdom and your own divine path, because it's big. It's really big. There is so much coming to you. You know, everything is coming together is what I'm hearing, and you're ready for it. You're ready for all of this expansion. You know, you're ready for this next chapter. But it does require you to let go. It requires you to embody that change. It requires you to connect with a soul tribe, a light army, with others. This is a collaboration, a coming together of energy. You know, there are other people involved in your mission, and you already know who they are. It's about rallying the troops now and really, really focusing on your own growth. Number 34, which is of course 7, is the divine number. In your longing for your giant self lies your goodness. I'm going to read this straight from the book for you. It's such a beautiful deck. You are good when you are fully awake in your speech, yet you are not evil when you sleep while your tongue staggers without purpose. And even stumbling speech may strengthen a weak tongue. You are good when you walk to your goal firmly and with bold steps, yet you are not evil when you go thither limping. Even those who limp go not backward. So you've just got to remember that you've got to keep going. But look at that first line. You are good when you are fully awake in your speech. You know, this is about, and again, this is a very specific message for some of you, but if you've been learning mediumship and for channeling, which I think, though some of you are mentioning that you need practical support with that, you know, you need to be able to do this when you're more lucid. So as you get more confident in your connection to source and spirit, you can channel, well, I guess like I am now, you know, while you're looking at cards, you're doing other things, you can be lucid and conscious, so that as you filter it through your system, you know, I mean, I don't always know what I'm saying, to be honest. People say to me, I watched part 4, it really resonates. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what the hell I said in part 4. But you can be more lucid, as I am now. You can be more aware and more conscious, and there's definitely a strong message for you here. But you do need a teacher. You need someone to help you practice safely, because there is that feeling of vulnerability, and that you're receiving guidance from someone who, you know, isn't necessarily all bad, but they're low vibing. They're not a highly ascended person. They have no place guiding you. So I really hope that helps, part 4. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button. It really helps my channel to grow. Or give me a downvote if you really didn't like it. That helps too. Any engagement is good. And do hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more, and that will drop you a notification when you double tap to hit the bell, so that you'll get a little nudge when I post next time. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye.